a different world. I always find myself comparing it to the world of pimping. Not that I'm a pimp.
Elaborate.
That's one of them worlds that a lot of people, the general public, especially if you're not from that world, you're always fantasize about what it is, the ins and outs. You know what I mean? It's just like this lure.
People fantasizing about pimping? How many people?
Like, I mean it in the sense of like that world doesn't
Pimping ain't easy. I know.
Enough, but it's just not talked
here
about.
for pimp.
It's one of those, like, a lot of people have a lot of questions and they think they know about it.
Well, you got questions about pimping? When and where is the proper occasion to... Never mind. Let me stop.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, how many pimps do you see really going out here talking about the ins and outs of their world?
A pimp named Slickback. Anyway.
I mean, you asked me to elaborate, so it's one of those. It's like, that's the same way how I see, like, the Marine Corps. Like, you know what I mean? It's just one of those, like, if you haven't been in it, you're not going to know it.
You don't understand.
It's like,
it's just funny you brought up pimping out of everything.
That's just
out
the
of
one.
everything.
Yeah,
why is that on your mind out of everything?
Military pimping.
What's your inclination towards pimping?
I get it though. I get what you're trying to say for real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like nobody knows anything about either world. And
Can you explain those scars on the back of your hand? Why do you usually wear 8 rings on both hands?
And welcome back to the 2 Coin Podcast. It's your boy Ronnie.
And I'm your brother Waleed, the other side of the coin. Today's episode is brought to you by nostalgia. Because we're low-key back to where it first started, man.
Yeah.
Last time I was in this building was like 12 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. 2013. Or was it 2013?
2013.
Was it 2013 or was it that summer?
2013. Dude, I think I came here probably like 2 weeks after I had first met you.
You right.
Yeah.
This is before winter break, huh?
Before winter break. Like, we was living in Joe West, bro.
Joe Weezy.
Yeah,
That's
man.
just crazy, bro. Somebody else that always used to come visit. We're gonna let him introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, good brother.
Nick Allen.
Hell yeah, man.
Short and sweet.
Nah, man, this is one of my best friends growing up. Like, my best friend growing up. Like, shit, bro, memories out the ass, no Diddy. Like, you know what I mean? For days. But, yeah, bro, like, it was a long time coming getting you on, you know what I mean? We've been talking about it for years. You've been away for a minute, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean...
It's kind of crazy that this is your first appearance on this podcast.
On any podcast,
really?
ever. Yeah.
I feel like this is what, episode 75, something like that?
Something like that.
You know what I mean?
But this thing has been going for like 7 years.
I'm top 75. All right.
Top 75, there you go.
I'm top 75.
There you go.
But yeah, bro, so you was gone for what? 8 years. You did about 8 years in the Marine Corps, right?
7.5.
7.5?
Yeah, technically.
So let's start it back to the beginning, bro. Because honestly, like, we've never had any... Okay.
Edit that out later, actually.
So what'd you do after you were born when you walked out your mama's...
Congratulated the doctor. Give him a
There you go.
handshake.
Give him
well
that.
done. Well done.
Yeah.
But nah, bro. So we've never had anybody in the military before, one on the podcast, and just, you know what I mean? It is one of those fields and one of those areas in life that, like, you know a lot of people that have been in it, but if you haven't been in it, you don't know about it, and it's like a mystique that follows it. And one of the branches that everybody, you know what I mean, just always wants to claim, and like any of those videos you see of people faking that they were in the military, they're like, oh yeah, I was in the Marine Corps. You know what I mean?
The few, the proud.
The Marines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I've seen too many videos from like every branch though. Like there's impersonators and stolen valor for
everybody.
all
Nah,
types.
facts.
Yeah.
But it's like you guys are like perfect example. Like in the fight world, right? Everyone claims that they know jiu-jitsu or they know Muay Thai. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know. But yes, continue.
Well, you know, like it's just one of those like people want to like if I say this, I'm gonna sound cool. You know, like people would be like, oh, they'd much rather be like, oh yeah, I was a Marine versus I was in the Army, because they know that by saying I was in the Marines, you're gonna get the bitches. But anyways, that's besides the fucking point.
Maybe.
Where did it all start for you, bro?
That's a vague question. Start in terms of like
Wanting to join the Marines, like what led you down that path?
I vaguely remember it's like 5th grade. It was like
Yeah, that's early.
when they do like the selective service, they like hand out like I forgot what age specifically, but I remember putting down the selective service, the Marines, like way back. It's like gotta be like 5th grade probably. So I remember I put the Marines down for some. It just sounded the best. The Air Force, Army. I was just like, oh, Marines.
Yeah,
Sounded the coolest back then. And then a bunch of family before went into the military. We had some Navy in the family, Some immediate family went to the Marine Corps. So in terms of getting bullied, choosing which branch because of my decision to join the military, that definitely affected which branch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like if you came from like an Army household or a Navy household or even an Air Force household, would you have still chosen the Marines?
I don't know. I can't speak for that. But I've seen those pressure situations where, like, it's like a family heritage. And they're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? People want to follow their parents and join the same branch as that. I've seen that. Me, like, my role model's been my brother. So, plus, you know, my other cousin who was also a Marine, plus the other branches, you know. You know, once you become a Marine, you know, you talk shit about the other ones. But
Oh, so you had OGs that did it before you.
family influence definitely was the biggest one.
Were you part of the JROTC? Is that what they call it in high school?
Fuck no.
Really?
There wasn't that at our high school, but
What were they called at your high school?
there wasn't any.
Really? There wasn't any?
We didn't have like an ROTC program there.
Well, maybe because I'm in Monterrey. Monterey's right next to like...
Maybe.
Yeah.
The base.
Yeah, they have the ROTC over there. So you made that decision in the 5th grade.
Fuck no.
So you were like, I want to be a Marine when I grow up. So like, when did you like know for sure? Was it like in high school when everybody was like applying to colleges, and you were like, man, I don't
wanted
really
to be a
wanna do
Marine till like, you know, I was at community college, and then that wasn't going so well, so I was struggling with my grades there.
that. Yep.
Sometimes you need a pivot. I hit a hard pivot.
We were talking offline about how, I don't know how much of this information you want me to divulge to the people, but forgive me for sounding like ignorant. You're part of like a program that pays you to like go to school.
The
After
GI
you-
Bill?
Yeah, the GI, the GI Bill. So like after you like earn your stripes, so to speak, you do a certain amount of service in the military. You can come back and go to school on their dime, and they give you like a paycheck for like going to school, which is honestly pretty nice. Instead of having to come out on the other side in debt. Did the first 2 years of college kind of drive that decision to where it's like, dude, like I'm kind of wasting money here. Let me.
No, community college is free. Like I said, so I just needed a hard pivot because I didn't have that internal self-discipline.
I feel that.
So to hit a hard pivot because, you know, it's competitive out here. I want to be fucking successful just like everyone else.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you don't change yourself for you first because you want to, you're going to get stuck.
How tough were those first few years, like without having the discipline that you have now,
First 3 years of what?
of like being in the Marines? Because you do like basic service, right?
Well, even outside, let's dive into like even like right at the beginning. So you were talking about you ain't have discipline, or the discipline that you needed to maintain with school. You make that decision.
Yeah, I was in
So,
community
boom,
college like at like
you
17.
You enlist. What was that first week like?
Like in boot camp?
Yeah, like you're in it now.
They actually have a calendar you can look up. It shows you each day what happens.
I feel
in
that,
boot
but I'm
camp.
asking you.
The first day, like they fly you in depending where you're from. Like they fly you into San Diego.
Okay.
I don't know how it works now. It changed a little bit, but
Yeah.
for the most part, they try to save costs. So they're like, whichever one's closer, you know, we'll
Okay.
send you there. First day, you know, you fly into San Diego with fucking, you know, your fucking nuts in your shirt on your back.
What was it like in that plane? Are you in a plane filled with other enlistees, or are you in just a regular economy plane?
Was it? So they fly. Was it? So they drive you to a hotel. You stay the night there because you know you're all gonna get on a bus because you're all gonna get on a flight together. So they fly you together with other people joining. You fly into San Diego, and then the boot camp is right next to the airport. So they have like a USO that takes care of like military, you know, it's like a lounge and volunteers work there.
Okay.
So you all gather there, they pull up the buses, the drill instructors come out, grab your ass, grab your shit, get on the bus. They take you to the yellow footsteps, and then from there it's like a climatization of just like keeping you up until they're done with like everything administratively.
Sound like
Get
prison.
everybody on the same, get everyone on the same sleep schedule because everyone's sleep deprived. And then the first week is just like a, you know, an in-dock.
How long was that initial intake versus how long did it feel?
Felt the same, bro. I don't know. I was just sleep deprived. You're just in survival mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. You pull up, they tell you start running. You start running everywhere, and you don't speak until spoken. And if you do get spoken to, you speak at the top of your lungs.
Sir, yes, sir. Those first few days or weeks, did you ever like regret it, or were you just like, I'm in it now, just got to see it through?
Of course, I regretted that shit each day. Fuck, that shit was. But I didn't want to bitch out, to be honest. What? Quit again? You know, like.
Yeah.
Fail? Nah. Did it suck every day? Did you regret it? Yeah. But you're already there. You might as well finish.
Yeah. How long was boot camp?
3 months, 13
months?
weeks.
But how long did it feel? Like much longer than that?
It felt like you get like teleported to a different world, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're in your own little bubble. No phones, no internet. You know, you write letters. You don't get nothing special.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like the bunks we were on the top floor, and my bed like faced outward towards the window, so I'd see airplanes take off and land at night when I'd sleep. You can hear them because you're right next to the airport, right next to the runway.
Yeah.
So it's like mental torture.
So you do 3 months of boot camp, and then obviously you probably come back home for a little bit, right?
Yeah, they give you 10 days vacation.
And then after that, you get your first assignment?
No, then you go to either, if you're infantry, you go to like the infantry training battalion, ITB. Go get your job training there, or if you're not part of the infantry, you'll go to Marine combat training, which is like month-long combat training, and then you'll go to like your job-specific school, get further training.
So are you part of the infantry? Or
No, I was Seaburn.
Okay.
So I was part of the chemical corps of the Marine Corps.
So boot camp was essentially pretty much, it'll like weed out people as far as like, look, we need you at a certain mental capacity to even start this journey, and then after that, like your actual training.
Say it again.
Boot camp was you're trying to see who is mentally tough enough to even take the first step, and then after now you're done with boot camp and
boot camp's complete. So mentally, physically, spiritually, they'll test you throughout the whole 13 weeks.
All that,
yeah.
But it's like, now that you meet the basics of being a part of this community, now we can train you on whatever the fuck you needed. So like, would you say like your first?
It's the easiest part.
Your first year was the easiest part?
Boot camp is technically like the easiest part, because, I mean, all they do is tell you what to do. You don't even really have to think. You just get told what to do and you do it. You run, you do it. Like, you just get told what to do. It's pretty easy. You get three meals a day. You got to work out, march a little bit, like.
I always wonder if I would have been cut out for it. Let me ask you this: like, if you have like a problem with authority, you're just not gonna make it.
No, then you just lack discipline. What do you mean? You chose to be there, and then you're gonna riot against it. Like, why would you go there then?
Does problem with authority automatically equate to lack of discipline though?
See, now you're getting off topic. You asked this very specific question about a specific
you gotta think what
scenario.
he's saying is one of those, like, you chose to come to this program.
Yeah.
So you're the fact that if an individual has a problem with authority, you shouldn't have even came here to begin with.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because now that you chose to walk this path, you got to be disciplined enough to shut the fuck up.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Sneaky Waleed.
Yeah. What are you trying to say, man?
But was there like, what was like the one moment like in boot camp?
Remember that workout I brought you to that one time?
Yeah.
But like boot camp does have like kind of those style workouts where.
Yeah, but the thing is like if I ended up in boot camp, there's no way I'm quitting. You know what I mean? But I think subconsciously I knew that.
You wouldn't have a problem with authority?
Nah, bro.
But I'm like, don't tell me what to do.
It's one of those, like, I'm one of those people too, like, in a situation like that, I would assume, and I think I know myself enough to where I'll just fall in line, bro. Like, especially if it's like, you're not having me do some fucking vile shit, you know what I mean? You're not having me do some treacherous shit, like I'm not being out of pocket to nobody. Like, you're yelling at me, telling me to do push-ups and fucking get my fitness up and stop being a fat fuck. Like, no, don't tell me that. Like, the fuck? But like I said, bro, like I think it was my laziness and my lack of discipline that was just kind of like, I've always been somebody like, let me try to find my way around this bush and try to like run right through it.
Wait, so you actually did one of the workouts that he was doing at the time?
Yeah, bro. Like
they got like a little delayed entry program, so like they'll do a little prep before they send you to boot camp to like make sure you're, you know, maintaining.
And it was one of those. I signed the papers and all that shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but it was.
I did not know that.
It was last minute. Like my mom ended up finding out about it, bro. Like she ended up crying to me, and like at that time my dad was going through some shit, and like it was just one of those. Keep in mind, this was also 12 years ago. Like
Yeah.
two immigrant parents, they just brought their son out to America, and he talking about he going to the Marines instead of college. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now they
So-
would probably have a different opinion.
Oh,
on
bro,
it.
my parents is always like, they always be like, bro, why couldn't you just been like Nick? Every single time, bro. Like they be looking at him and like how far he came, and it's just like, fuck y'all.
I mean, that's different though, because the military like instills that type of discipline. Like you have
It
to like
does,
have
bro.
that drilled in you, versus like it's
It forces it. I don't know if
forces
it
it.
instills it.
I mean,
think,
that's the definition of it.
I think
Instilling something is, I mean, if you can forcibly instill something, no Diddy, but you know.
but that doesn't make it like who you are, because you can kind of fake it for so long. But you go across kind of any barriers. Hard workers are hard workers.
Yeah.
People who work hard are going to work hard. So you find that military, civilian, business, corporate, whatever it is, you're going to find hard workers, and you're going to find people who slack and slip through the cracks and
But
Yeah.
hit the fucking, bare minimum.
I think that universal lesson, like you said, you can find it in the military, corporate. Discipline gets you places. To get to that conclusion takes a shorter amount of time in the military versus outside of the military. You see what I'm saying?
Because
like
you also got a strict guideline of
Like-
how to move is like.
It's just different. That's it.
yeah, like you got to put two and
You
two
can't
together
tell me
quickly.
outside the military someone can't wake up the next day. It's possible. Wake up the next day. It's not likely. And literally just, what I'm saying, switch up their habits.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're forced to in the military. You're not forced to in civilian life. You got to choose to.
True. But
because
like I said, you can fake it for so long.
Yeah.
How
but-
long do you have to choose it before, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, at that point though, it's one of those like if you're faking it for so long, at some point, like if I'm like I hate waking up at 5 a.m. every single day, 4 a.m. whatever the fuck, however early you have to wake up, right? And then, but now I've been in the military for 5 years, like. The minute I'm out of it, my body is still gonna be used to waking up and working out and like.
So that means you weren't faking it.
I mean, you were faking it, but like at some point, when does faking it end up finally becoming a part of who you are?
fake it till you make it.
Once
Literally.
you stop making it, that's how you know you were faking it.
Or yeah, if you never make it, that's how you know you were faking it the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, if you do 5-6 years in the military, you kind of made it, and you're getting your check, and you're doing everything like.
Just because you spend 5-6 years somewhere doesn't mean you were doing a good job. Like
But that's
I mean,
what I'm saying. Like that's
fair,
the point though.
fair.
The military, the fake it till you make it timeline is way shorter. Like at a certain point, you either got it or you don't, right?
when you're just riding out the contract.
In the civilian life,
you can fake it till you make it for decades.
For decades,
and just
bro.
coast through life and just do the bare minimum.
Motherfuckers can be 40 years at a company.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Faking it.
You can be 38, 40 years old and not come to the conclusion that I need discipline to get somewhere in life. Is what I'm trying to say. Versus
sounds like an upper management problem.
low key. That's exactly what it is. But
But shit, man. So, were there ever or not? Let me see. Hold on.
Yes.
Let's see.
100%. Whatever
I mean,
you
it
said.
makes sense. I was about to say, were there ever moments that you questioned, like even outside of boot camp, just the full 8 years of you ever being in there? So
Yeah, all the time.
let's go after. So after you got out of boot camp, you said you ended up going to. I remember you were telling me you went to the Midwest.
Missouri.
Missouri?
Yeah, had to go to an army base to go train.
How long were you there for?
So like almost 5 months, something like that.
Just what? That was after you came back from your vacation.
Yeah, a little 10-day rest after. No. That was after I did my like combat training. So it was like right around the December timeline. So it was like middle December. I got sent home to help out the recruiter on a little special program. So I got to.
This was after your vacation.
Yeah, so I got to sneak out after the combat training. Got to sneak home for the holidays for a little bit.
Where was the combat training at?
Same bit, like right there, Pendleton.
In SD.
Yeah, North San Diego, Camp Pendleton.
Got you. So then after that, you go to Missouri. You there for 5 years.
Months.
Or 5 years, 5 months. My bad. And then where you go?
And then shipped back to Camp Pendleton to do my first duty station.
Oh shit! And then you were there for a year.
No, did like 3.5, like couple months there. Ride out the rest of that first 4-year contract. I didn't really get to deploy anywhere.
Wait, what do you mean? Right out the rest of the 4 years? So at that, like when you
So
came
after
back,
your job training, then you get shipped like your actual unit to do your actual job, to do your rest of your contract.
So you went back to Pendleton for at least like what 2-3 years?
Yeah, like a little over 3 years to do my actual job with who they assigned me to.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So-
didn't get to go anywhere, so that's why I re-upped.
I'll feel that.
Needed more stories.
So then that's where the story. Oh, go ahead.
When do they give you your first like after Missouri, your first like assignment, like real like overseas?
Just depends where you go.
Where'd you go the first time, like outside of the U.S.?
That was So that was when you re-upped your contract after the 4 years.
Yeah, I only got to go somewhere after I re-enlisted.
Oh, okay.
So kind of
Which
going
is-
off what he was saying.
Went into why I re-enlisted. I didn't get to go anywhere.
On a side note, is there a chance that after Missouri you could have got
Kicked out? Yeah. You have to pass the job training school.
No, not. I mean that too. Shit. Shout out the person you was thinking about when you made that statement.
What are you talking about? I didn't think of nobody.
But nah, fucking. Was there a chance you could have went overseas as your first, as the first place you would go to instead of Pendleton? Or that?
I think so. I think if I remember correctly, like the guy who went to like a unit that I was supposed to go to, me and him switched. Did a little backdoor deal with the approval of like the instructors. Are like, someone got to go somewhere. So if y'all switch, y'all agree. Hurry up. I think after that, like he had a chance to deploy like right after he got there.
Oh shit.
But I was trying to go back to Cali because I didn't want to go to North Carolina for obvious reasons.
You want to go to the South? No Southern hospitality, bro?
No, right there, like Cherry Point. Not as attractive as, North San Diego County. Just in general.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, bro. Before we go into like your overseas thing, how was life in San Diego?
Life was nice.
Yeah.
Spoiled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What do y'all got to pay for day to day?
A lot of it's taken care of, so everything kind of once it hits your bank account is kind of like spendable income or disposable.
Crazy.
But it's, depending on your rank, you're not, making too much.
But you're not paying for food or housing.
Food or housing, no. They take it out of your
Damn.
check before you even see it. So you have like if you're like a single Marine who just lives at the, barracks,
Yeah.
they take all that stuff out before you even see it. So
How
you always
strict-
have your meals there whenever the, defects open, whenever the chow hall's open.
How strict were the rules surrounding like how far you can, venture off the barracks and whatnot, like the military? Like,
Depending on the amount of liberty, your time off work.
yeah.
Like classify it by hours. So like 1 day, 2 days, like 24, 48. They give you like a mileage zone of what you have to stay within.
You get a certain amount of like days off per week where you can just kind of go out and do whatever you want.
Oh, that just depends on your job,
But going back, you said a mileage zone, so it's like you can't venture off, say for example, more than once.
Like if you're on like a 2-day weekend, like they're like you have to stay within like this amount of like.
You can't just go to New Orleans and come
Yeah,
back.
you can't just like screw off like halfway across the world because you physically won't make it back for work.
But the zone is within like all of San Diego County, so you can like go out and about.
Yeah, it's not like they're like, oh, you can't leave base.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you got to know like the city of San Diego pretty well the whole time you were there, because you were there for like, a good amount of time.
A little bit.
Yeah.
When you're a lower rank, you're kind of broke, so try to save money and not go too many places.
Yeah.
Plus, I had some other high school homies down there: Steven, Kofi, Jamar.
Shout out to the boys.
Shout out to the boys.
They was on the early episodes, man.
I got to go
Early,
to I got to go to like Carson, LA, Long Beach, kick it with them.
Hell yeah. Nah, that's
So
what's
I
up,
was
bro.
comfortable having some old homies being there.
That's what's up.
I was about to say, like, transportation too. You got to just pay for everything yourself, huh? Uber.
Yeah, if you have a whip, Ubers, that's all you.
You couldn't bring your whip out there.
Yeah, I had the little Honda over there.
Yeah. Okay. So whenever you guys station, that's when you were allowed to bring it up.
Well, that's part of the reason why I wanted to be in California.
So you could just drive it down.
Yeah.
Go up, grab the car, drive back down.
Familiar territory.
Home field advantage.
Exactly.
So boom, you finished your 4 years, right? So you end up re-enlisting. What was that process like, and where was the first place you ended up going to?
So the process was like get out, go to school, GI Bill it out, or re-up and, try to go overseas. So they give you kind of like a perk as like an incentive to re-enlist. So mine was to go to a certain job school, which was MSG school. Marines guard like the embassies and consulates around the world. So
Okay.
went to that job training school so I could go overseas.
Oh shit. Okay.
How long did that training take?
2 months, I think. It was pretty rough. I was in pretty good shape back then.
What type of shit you got to do with that? Whatever you could talk about.
It's like comprehensive, like security of like inside, outside. You know what I'm saying? Security systems.
Like just being able to fully secure a building.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. So then, where was the first spot you went to?
They sent me to Munich, Germany. Then Lahore, Pakistan. Finished off in Monterrey, Mexico.
So Munich, you was there what? 2020.
November 2019 to December 2020.
Oh, you was there during COVID?
Yeah,
Bruh,
I got wrecked
remember
by
this
COVID.
Dude, bro, I remember this.
4
dude
months of
ended up telling
COVID-free
me-
Germany for me. It
Bro,
was
he
nice.
was telling me how stoked he was to go to Germany, this and that. And then boom, March hits.
München.
This motherfucker just locked down.
You didn't end up going to a Bayern Munich game then, huh?
Nah, I have a very specific story about that. There was a...
Do tell.
I love Chelsea. You know, that's one of my English Premier League teams.
Okay.
So they were going to do the away part, you know, the second leg
Yeah.
at the Allianz in April.
Yep.
April 2020. But March, you know what I'm saying? March, everything was shut down, so there was
That was the COVID year. That was the year Chelsea won the Champions League, right?
Was it? I have no
I
idea.
think so. I think you should know. You're a Chelsea fan.
But nah, bro. So like, what was that like when COVID hit for you out there?
Everybody got sent home, but the Marines still had to work because we still had to guard the whole freaking consulate. So we got split up into like 2 teams. So if one team had like one person sick, not everybody would be freaking going down, you know?
Oh shit. Okay. Did y'all still have to wear masks and shit, or?
Yeah.
Mandatory vaccination, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So you never caught the vid?
No, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
The quarantine was probably intense out there, huh?
No, I caught it when I was a couple years later.
Okay.
When I was in Mexico.
So what was? That's funny. So what was? What was it like being locked down there, and then how long until you were able to go back out again?
It was pretty strict, like I imagine most places, but
mean-
Germany is, you know, pretty strict.
I feel that.
You know, depending on the severity of the COVID, like they were locking down like inner city travel to, you know, inner states to inside the country. Like everything was locked the fuck down.
Just because, how far is Italy from Germany? It's like what, like 30, 45 minute plane ride?
You could drive. I don't know how far.
Probably longer than that, but depending where you are.
Less than 2 hours for sure.
I mean, if you go to like the most northern part of Italy, maybe. I don't know.
But nah, the only reason I asked that is because obviously us being in California, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, when COVID hit, we just thought it was a function. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers.
Must have been nice. Must have been fucking nice.
Everybody was working from home. We didn't comply with none of the stay at home.
Bro, I remember the very first day, like,
we were super strict because, you
We
know
were
what I'm
like,
saying?
it's an
Overseas, official,
bro,
you know,
because I
status.
remember the job I was working at well, it was 2 of them. Big Al's ended up, I wasn't working that day, but I was supposed to work at the Improv that night, and I get a call, or I wasn't. I was working the day before, but I had the night off, so I get a call from my manager. I'm like, I'm not picking this shit up. I'm not coming in for a shift. It's my day off. So I'm outside smoking with DJ.
Yeah.
Then literally right after fucking she, like, I don't pick up the phone. She calls him, and then she tells him like, "Yo, we shut down this COVID thing, this and that." So then I call her back. I was like, "Hey, so what happened?" So it was one of those. I'm like, okay, well, shit. I remember like everybody was kind of freaking out. First thing we did was go to 7-Eleven, get a 6-pack. Went down to the liquor store, got a bottle, stacked up on some fucking pre-rolls.
We were like, so what we about to do with this podcast, man? We got so much free time now. Everybody was like, stay-at-home orders, quarantine. We were like, we got so much time to record episodes.
Bro, we ain't do jack shit.
We ain't do jack shit. But, you know.
Must have been nice.
That's
I was
another
still
story.
working, still guarding. Luckily, the consulate had a gym.
Yeah.
So we still had the gym open to us.
And that was just open to
us only.
Marines only. So when did, obviously not lifted, but like when were you back out? Because you said it's about a year in each location, give or take. So you came in November 2019. I'm assuming your contract over there ended November 2020. So did you get, how many months did you get to actually experience Germany after COVID?
I only had pre-COVID Germany.
I thought you went to Oktoberfest.
Nope.
Oh, they canceled it that year?
Yep.
Oh,
First
shit.
canceled Oktoberfest since when?
Only-
1945.
Oh, World War II? That's crazy, bro.
First one they ever canceled.
Damn, bro. So you really just never got to be outside?
Caught the L.
That was on your bucket list probably too.
Oktoberfest was bucket list.
Oktoberfest would have been lit, bro.
Damn, brother. Damn. Okay.
We can still go back though. We're going back soon.
I'll be with it. So obviously, you know, things can't get any more worse. So then the luck of the draw took you to.
Well, that's just how it goes with the program.
No, I'm talking about
They give you
after.
they give you like an average rating between all three places.
Yeah.
So if you get a really good one, because Germany was rated, you know, super low and super safe compared to Pakistan.
Which was your second spot.
Yeah. So you know, you get a really good spot. You know, you kind of see it coming. They're like, yep. You see it coming because I didn't even get to choose it. My boss came in one day. I was on morning shift. You know what I'm saying? Full uniform, masked up, you know. He's like, hey, Outling, guess what? Have fun in Pakistan. And I was like, fuck.
Damn. So when was this? I think it's towards the end of your contract over there?
So it's one contract, but within that, they have you like movement on like a yearly
So
movement
towards
cycle.
the end of that year, that's when he came up
Yeah,
to
towards like my movement cycle. You know what I'm saying? I
Damn,
already got
bro.
pre-selected. They're like, all right, you know, process your visa for it.
That's such a shitty, like, to go from a lockdown Germany to like.
Now I gotta go to fucking Pakistan, dude.
Taliban ass Pakistan, yeah.
No offense to any Pakistanis, but like you know, like
South
It's an
England,
official.
baby.
It's an official like political party over there.
yeah.
Yeah. So how was that?
Where do I begin?
We were super locked down, so we didn't really get to go out and experience probably the beautiful country that it is. It was mostly COVID, so you know, we just stayed really
The
internal.
year after COVID.
Yeah, we didn't really get to go out anywhere, but
In all seriousness, bro, it might have been better for you. And I mean, it's never been like if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, right? But like if you went to Pakistan 1st and then you go to Germany when like 2021 when shit was starting to get lifted, being in a country like Germany when shit's getting lifted, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
just depends on the time and place. You know,
What was the housing differences between the two?
we lived in, they're called hats, but they're kind of like really secure, like cargo container looking kind of assortments.
No windows.
One window.
Bro, this dude FaceTimed me one time and showed me his room. Literally, it was just like a box, and he had his like string light, not the string lights, like the LED lights. around.
Smaller than the room we're in right now.
For real?
Yeah.
It was what, you and somebody else, right?
No, just one person.
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, really
like
high,
dorm room.
really high threat post, but had a really comfy bed.
Did you get to go out and explore the city of Lahore?
Nope.
Like at all?
Did you have any interest in doing so?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They have a very famous Wagah border like ceremony. They have like a walled city.
Yeah.
But based on the threat and the the COVID restrictions, we didn't really get to go out much. And then towards the end of the time there, some of the restrictions did get lifted, and it did get safer. So we did get to go out for a couple.
You ended up going to a
Couple
golf
events.
course out there, right?
Got to go golfing once.
Bro, what was that experience
That's
like?
fire.
It was the oldest country club in Pakistan.
That-
Fire. How are the greens?
We were invited by some like very influential person out there,
Yeah.
because they love to make friends with the consulate. So they invited a couple of Marines. So it was a nice little event. We only got to play like 3 holes before kind of heat knocked us all out.
Oh yeah, because it's like humid heat out there, right?
Very humid, very hot.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
Damn, 3 holes. That's
you know what I'm saying? When you get to go with like some of these people, and just out of the kindness of their heart, we got to go with them to the club. We had like ball spotters, carts. They would like bring us refreshments out there. Treated
Oh, you had a caddy?
Treated A1. Yep, caddies and
That's fire.
everything. No, that was sick.
Let me ask you this: living in a Muslim majority country for a while, did it take a minute to adjust to the call for prayer 5 times a day?
Define adjust, because I mean,
'Cause-
what other option did I have? It was gonna happen either way.
Like, how long did it take for you to get like?
What I
used to
will
it?
say this. What I will say this is, it's not as common out here unless unless you're next to certain cathedrals or certain churches.
Yeah.
Out there's always the call to prayer. You'll hear it all over.
Dude, the
when I
morning
was
prayer?
when I was in Germany, we lived right next to one of like the biggest like churches in downtown Munich, so we'd hear the hourly bell. and comparing the bell and the call to prayer, both are, you know what I'm saying? It's like a ritual.
Yeah, it's a ritual. It's like, it's like a whole chant that they do. And the first prayer
I
of
don't
the day.
speak Arabic, so I mean, I
You
don't
don't,
do that.
you don't know what they're saying. So I would imagine for somebody who's non-Muslim, like for me, like when I go back to a Muslim country, it's just like second nature. Like it's whatever to me, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like he said, like it's a whole chant. It's 5 minutes. Like the first prayer of the day is like Fajr prayer, like the morning prayer. And depending on the time of year, that's usually like 4:30, 5 a.m. So a lot of times that can like wake you up out of your sleep. Mm-hmm. And I can only imagine how annoying that
And
can
you
be.
just hear.
No, we didn't hear it. We were in. You saw the boxes we were in. I didn't hear
Soundproof.
nothing, bro. I didn't hear nothing. Once you get out, yeah. But yeah, the morning call to prayer, like, you know, it was definitely a unique experience.
Damn.
If I understood it, it'd probably be even doper. But
Yeah.
I loved mostly like the architecture, especially kind of that Eastern, like Arabic, kind of like old school.
Yeah, a lot of it's like
Like
Persian
the
architecture.
mosque, yeah, bro. All of that was sick.
Yeah. Like the temples and the mosques, they have like their own unique type of like way that they're built. It's different from like the Western churches.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, just look at the architecture in general. These houses over here boring. This shit look like copy and paste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the houses over
Ain't
there.
no
in that part of the world-
inspiration nowhere. They say get it up and get it sold quickly.
Bro, I ain't even. I'm not even cut you off. Like it's low key the same shit even in India, bro. Cause like out here, it's always like mass produced. What do you call it? Mass produced housing that's then sold to consumers. You know what I mean?
You're living in a box. Like in India, they have like the courtyards out front, right?
Even as like I meant more so like in India, people buy their land.
Yeah.
And then they build their house.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of foreign countries, people are more worried about let me own the property, like the land, and then I'm gonna slowly build my house over time.
There's pride in
what's
like
super-
hands-on.
Super underutilized was like the house structures over there, especially in like Pakistan.
Yeah.
They utilize the roofs a lot more.
Yeah.
There's always access to the roofs.
Yep.
It's like a gathering place.
Bro,
I thought that was just logical.
Which makes fucking sense. Like, why not be able to access your fucking roof, bro? You know what I mean?
Sometimes like people would sleep up there.
It's different
They'd
style.
have
Yeah,
meals up there.
it's so hot.
Yeah.
Bro, to this day,
It's so hot
one
out,
of my
yeah.
funniest memories, bro. My cousin Nicky, his uncle, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Fucking his uncle though was fucking passed. This was like when they first bought when his dad had first got the house out there.
Mm-hmm.
We had like a fat ass family gathering. This was in Kochi, India, and it was probably like a cool like 20, 30, maybe close to 40 of us that was there, and then staying there was close to 20, 25.
Mm-hmm.
But we were kicking it, and then we ended up going upstairs to the roof, bro. I just see his uncle passed out on the fucking roof, just you know, just drunk as shit.
Yeah. Just off the sauce.
But it, like you said, bro, like the roof has access. Whether it's one of those like you got a staircase going through the side.
A lot of times
whether
with the
it's-
staircase, yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you gotta climb, it's all flat surface up there. It's not like
It's all how it's built.
that part. You know what I mean?
Easy access. Can you access your roof right now?
Here,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to.
With
Like-
a hope and a prayer.
Ronnie just go up, climb up right now, and be like, Allah.
My mom would be like,
Speaker.
You get the cops called on you so quick out here, bro.
especially Walnut Creek.
Go get the megaphone. Like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
Okay, cool. You know what I mean? So, Pakistan was fun for you. So then now, the final place.
Pakistan was a fucking trip. Yeah.
No, so the final place now, right? So the same way how you know you was just chilling.
Worst air pollution in the world
Pakistan?
for that whole year. Yes.
For real?
It was
I mean, that whole region, bro.
they burn everything.
Pakistan, India, Bangladesh.
Whoa.
Hey, I mean, no offense, but this is
You're not wrong, bro.
this is well documented. Outside of China,
It was something else, bro.
yeah.
Now, so what was so the same way how you got the information about now I'm going to Pakistan, right? You was having a great day and boom, now it's fucking going to Pakistan.
Oh, now it comes up and it's like, all right, it's that time of year. Your boss comes up to you and he's like, hey, bro, coming up on that time. You're gonna be moving soon.
Did you already know it wasn't going to be a bad place?
I knew that based off coming off like the highest tier, like I could pick like a medium-ish kind of in the middle.
He said, I earned my stripes.
So that third one you were allowed to pick.
Yeah. That third one I finally was able to pick.
Okay.
Okay. So what were
So
your
then
options?
what did I put first? I think I put Colombia first.
This motherfucker. He's like, where the hoes at?
The first recorded passport, bro. Right here.
Nah, y'all gonna be fucked up. I put Bogota. I put San Jose, Costa Rica second.
Okay.
I'll be actually out there in November this year. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
Third point. I put Lisbon, Portugal. I was like, let me see if they'll send me back to Europe. Fuck it.
What kept you from putting Portugal first?
I want to go to the other places more.
Oh, okay.
Those are pretty good selections though. Not to veer off topic though, but
Yeah.
is your ancestry from Portugal?
No.
No. Okay.
Spain, I think.
Okay. Close enough.
I feel that.
And then you finally get the notification when you get pre-selected what they give you.
Yeah.
They give you a wish list. That's what you submit. Get the little wish list, and then they sent me to Guatemala. Never mind.
Wow, Mala.
They were gonna send me to Guatemala.
Guatemala.
And then they switched me to Monterrey later.
Monterrey, Mexico.
Yeah, the real
So
Monterrey.
they said, "Fuck your list."
How happy
They
were
switch
you?
you. Yeah, they switch you around based off need.
Okay.
How happy were you with that selection?
Monterrey, I was like, fuck it. It's Mexico. I wanted to go to a Spanish-speaking country.
You think it helped your Spanish?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely helps. When you live it, everywhere you go, you got to speak it. Yeah.
Damn, I feel it.
Is there a heavy cartel activity in Monterrey?
It's mostly to the border towns. Monterrey was pretty safe. It's one of the economic powerhouses of Mexico.
That's like central Mexico, right?
No, it's northeast.
Okay.
And it's in Nuevo Leon. It's like an economic powerhouse. It's like the industrial powerhouse of Mexico.
Damn, so how long were you, my bad, I didn't cut you off. How long were you in Guatemala before they moved you to Monterrey?
Never. They just give you that initial first message of hey, this is where we're putting everybody. And then they send out a final list and then expect.
So there was a chance you could have still ended up in Guatemala?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which would have been lit. But
For real?
yeah, either one would have been lit. What do you mean?
I mean, I
I
don't
heard
know.
Guatemala's fire. I know a couple people that went there in tourism.
Yeah.
It's very naturey. There's a lot of hikes and mountains that you can go on in Guatemala. It's
Oh,
fire.
shit.
But not to veer off topic, you were gonna ask a question.
Nah, I mean,
Now I got sent to Monterrey.
so damn, how was Monterrey? So you're in Monterey, what, 2022?
Yep.
Or
November 2022.
Till
November 2021, you're right, to January 2023.
Oh, damn, so you were there a little extra.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So how was Monterey?
Fucking legendary. I
Yeah.
love that place.
You ever move back?
Fuck no. You
He's
see
like,
the
served
fucking jersey I'm wearing?
It served its purpose.
No, I love it there. It's not really a tourist city, to be honest. Unless you sign up to go to the fucking desert.
Damn.
But I mean, it's very nature preserves, a lot of hiking, a lot of mountain climbing.
But you said November,
Very wealthy city.
November 2022, right?
No, 21.
November 21. Was that? I could be tripping, but was that around the time the World Cup was happening, or was that 2022?
2022.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't end up watching the World Cup abroad?
Yeah, I ended up watching it in Mexico.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
Bro, Messi won. What do you mean? The GOAT. Messi, the GOAT.
But they're watching the games everywhere you look, right? On the streets.
Yeah, of course. They love it
They take it
out
a lot
there.
more seriously everywhere outside the U.S.
Yeah, I was talking mad shit about the Mexico national
Hey,
team.
what would you what would you compare soccer out in Mexico to a sport out in America? Or it's not comparable. The only reason I ask that because I know
What do you mean
it's like
comparable?
it's like cricket in India. You know what I mean?
It's the most popular sport. Yeah, it's the NFL.
Yeah.
Just the most popular thing.
Okay. As far as
But in Mexico loves the NFL. They love the NBA.
They love football out there.
Yeah, they love all that shit.
damn, they love football out there.
Bro, that's why they have so many NFL Mexico games.
Yeah,
They've had
I
a
went to
bunch.
go see a 49er game out there at the Estadio
I
Azteca.
just didn't know Mexico was into football. I mean, clearly because if they're hosting the games, but I
They're
just didn't know.
they're all either Cowboys fans or Niner fans.
That's how. I mean,
A lot of
damn.
Niner fans, yeah, Raider fans.
Yeah.
Raider
Saints
fans make
fans,
sense.
Oh
All the
no,
border-
the
all
worst
the
one,
borders.
in Monterrey. You'll find this was at the end of whose career? 2022, 2023.
Brady?
Yeah. So many Patriots fans.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tom Brady!
Tom Brady retired.
Tom Brady.
They love Tom Brady over there.
Wait, so were you really talking shit about the Mexico national team out there?
Yeah, I was over there talking because like you have like the local workers who work at the consulate.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd be over there, repping Team USA. I was like, I bet money USA goes further than Mexico.
Oh yeah, they were just shit
That's
talking.
Yeah, because they were like, no, we're gonna shit on you.
You not putting money on El Salvador?
They've never qualified for a World Cup.
You know, it's funny though. Like, no offense to any like Mexican people who see this, but like, the fact that sport is like so revered over there, and the USA doesn't give a shit about it.
Yeah, they do.
And we're still kind of like on the same level. Like the Mexican
USA
national team-
loves soccer. What do you mean?
the American people love soccer.
Yes.
Not compared to
I
the Mexican
disagree.
people.
I disagree. I feel like most American people don't care about it though.
No, they do.
Bro, in America,
tripping.
it goes baseball, NFL, basketball,
NFL,
But
and everything else falls in line.
where is the bias though? Y'all are like obviously avoiding the bias. Where are the best players?
In America.
What? You
talking about basketball?
The best soccer player?
Yes.
Oh, Europe.
The footballers. Yes, the best ones are in Europe.
Yep.
And there's plenty of Americans who stay up, balls up, fucking early, late
Yeah.
to watch those games.
But
There is a good amount.
But
Shout
I'll
out to Nick
say
Parent. But
facts. Shout out to Nick. But my thing is like compared to Mexicans and South Americans in general, bro. Like outside of America, there's a lot more people that stay up to watch soccer.
exactly.
Like there is
Those
like,
people literally live in the United States and they're American, so their love for it counts.
I can
What do
only
you
speak-
mean?
It's motherfucker.
What do you mean?
From personal experience, I've met more like Americans living in America that don't give a fuck about soccer versus ones that actually like follow it. Like most of the time, I'm actually having to like educate people about like soccer and like.
Not wrong. I mean,
Talking about when the U.S. women's national team out here winning World Cups, y'all don't see the
Nobody was watching
support.
that shit. Nobody was watching that shit. dog.
Tripping.
like,
nobody
bro,
that I know.
good sports is good sports. Like you know what I mean. But like
We love winners. That's it.
facts.
Yeah, when the
But-
men's national team ain't winning, yeah, obviously we're
Yeah,
not,
'cause
we're
we're not
not
winning.
selling
We're not
pack out
winning.
stadiums.
Yeah.
But the Charlotte Hornets ain't selling pack out stadiums either.
Bro, the Charlotte
That's true.
Hornets are selling more than any women's professional team.
But that's a good point though. Like if we start winning, there would be support. Like last World Cup,
Yeah.
the U.S. men's national team got out of the round of 16. I think we actually had a decent team, bro. Like there was.
But you know what it is too is I think it also has to do with the Americans' short, like our short attention span that we have in this country. Like like our major league for soccer isn't as big out here as it is in Europe. So
Yeah.
the day-to-day games in Europe and out of the US, people can follow it consistently and be a part of it the same way we are with the NBA and the NFL. For Americans to get involved into soccer, it's once every 4 years or once every 2 years with the World Cup, and then what was the other one?
I don't know.
Copa America.
Copa America.
We've had some insane competitions come to the States.
Are you guys
I
allowed
mean,
any of the-
I'm not saying that you're wrong, bro, because a lot of it came through San Jose too. But it's one of those like,
I'm saying
how
it.
many people in America appreciate that craft in comparison to other countries, though?
To be fair, I
lot.
think it's gaining more popularity.
It is. It's on the up and
Like,
up.
as
I'm
we
not saying
speak.
I'm not saying it's fucking ass. Like you know what I mean?
Like the MLS is coming up. A lot of it has to do with Messi coming over here, and the World Cup being here 2026.
But it's gonna take time. Like
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be another decade or two before we even are close to sniffing the EuroLeague.
I don't think it's gonna take that long. I think give it 2 years. Like after the World Cup happens here, like the hype that's gonna be surrounding summer 2026. Because you got to think about it. Summertime, there's no other sports besides baseball, right?
Yeah.
Like
I
people
mean,
are thirsty for sports.
This WNBA.
Yeah, sure. But
Caitlin Clark, bro. No lie, Caitlin Clark.
I mean, like no offense, but that's why they have it in the summer, right? So they can get the guaranteed viewership.
Yeah.
Right? Soccer or football being during the summer, especially with the whole world coming to watch it here and us being center stage, that's going to bring a different level of hype around it.
I hope it does, and I hope I'm wrong. I'm just saying right now, we're not at that level.
If you ask me, the World Cup is the greatest sporting event that exists.
Over the Olympics?
In the world, 100%. At least that's my opinion, right?
I mean, I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah.
I would say they're on the same par.
There's
Like,
people
on the
that are
same
willing to
level.
die behind that shit, dog. 2014, when Brazil lost 7-0 to Germany,
Yeah,
there were riots in Rio de Janeiro.
7-1.
They scored like what
at the very end.
at like the 102nd minute or
Bro, I
something.
remember I was fucking.
That shit is legend over there. They love it.
Yeah.
When I was in Germany, yeah. Yeah, we were there.
Yeah,
We saw the Brazilians cry.
they take pride in whooping their ass. Bro.
Oh my God.
That team, like, let me put it this way: 2014 Germany was like 2014 San Antonio Spurs. in soccer format.
I believe that,
It's unstoppable.
bro. But I thought
that was
Brazil
great.
lost.
That was elite reference.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I mean, shit, bro. I hope soccer does fucking blow up out here. You know what I mean? Football. I hope it. I mean, you're not wrong.
If we ever win the World Cup, it's
Yeah.
gonna be the most ignorant celebration tour ever.
Christian Pulisic.
I'm gonna be with there. I'm gonna be there selling shirts. It's called soccer now.
So it's called soccer.
What the fuck is a kilometer? You guys seen that video?
Nah, that's hella
I'll show
funny,
you it
bro.
after.
Bro, so I mean, kind of going back. So you had your entire time in Mexico, bro.
Mexico.
Out of those 3 places, right? What spot do you think treated y'all the best, as far as the people there?
Did Pakistan see you as an infidel?
Just because you are coming in with a military vest, you know what I mean? Like that's
I'm an
the jacket.
infidel regardless, either way.
Yeah.
So I mean, probably.
Pakistan,
Hell yeah.
they treated you the best.
They all treated me good. No, I was saying hell yeah that I am an infidel.
I asked him if
okay.
Pakistan saw him as an infidel.
All 3 places, no. All the local staff we worked with, they were all super cool, super respectful. I ain't got nothing bad to say about either place.
Yeah.
Like we did get to go out like once or twice to like a mall out in Lahore, and yeah, I mean you were catching heavy looks because no types of diversity out there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Everybody looks the same, so it's very it's like a very homogenous society.
Plus, they have like a different view on like American foreign affairs type.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we had to roll with security whenever we left.
I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Every time we left the compound, we rolled with special forces in a convoy.
Oh shit! And that was only in Lahore.
Yeah, only in Lahore.
Damn.
Just because of the threat.
Yeah, I
But
remember it's Taliban heavy. He was saying like it was Taliban heavy out there, and like we were talking offline. He said like while he was there, like the Afghan regime was falling. You know how like Afghanistan was eventually taken over by the Taliban.
Yeah,
Like that whole shit was happening while he was in Pakistan. Like
Lahore. Damn.
there's over like 1 million refugees that fled into like the Pakistani border when the
that's
Country
crazy.
fell.
Taliban took over.
yeah
Damn, bro.
that shit was
Damn.
crazy.
That's
A lot of
insane.
them went to like we were heavy like right there on the Indian border, so our consulate didn't really get any of that action in terms of helping and aid. They mostly went to like Karachi, Islamabad, or Peshawar.
Those are the
shit,
cities that are
okay,
closer
okay.
to Afghanistan.
Yeah, they're all
Okay.
further west.
Yeah.
We're like right there on the freaking Indian border.
But you're probably getting messages of like be on high alert or like
Hell yeah, it was super high alert. That shit was
beware of
crazy.
what's happening.
So what was it like? So boom, you do your 8 years. You did a little over 8, or you said 7.5, right?
Yeah, 7.5 in the Marines.
So and then so after you left Monterrey, like what was the next step?
Oh, then I only had like a month left on my contract, so it was just like a quick transition out.
You think about re-enlisting?
After that, no. I was cool off that.
Yeah.
Did what I wanted to do.
So
Plus, like you at like for lack of a better term, you earned your stripes, right? So after you do a certain amount of time, you're entitled to certain benefits, such as like going back to school and not having to pay for it and things like that.
I wouldn't say earn my stripes, but I mean like you fulfill your contract honorably.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't turn into a huge piece of shit, and then just, you know, if you're gonna get out honorably. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. You're obviously switching careers, so those who stay in versus who get out, like it's just like a divergent road. So, just had a quick transition out, to be honest.
what was it like coming back to civilian life?
Very lonely.
Really?
Yeah, you're always surrounded by everyone you work with. You live together, work together.
There is a sense of community and camaraderie.
Yeah, always, definitely.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Y'all work and live together. So yeah, you get out. It's a little lonely because you know what I'm saying. Depending where you go back to, I came back. A lot of people moved away, who I grew up with, but thankfully you got family who's already here.
Yeah.
So you just gotta reestablish your own roots. World don't wait for you just because you got out. People been doing shit. They got their own schedule, so you just gotta build your own.
So how long have you been back in civilian life now? A little over 2 years, right?
Yeah, so if I got out January 2023, what is it, 2025?
Yeah, it's like 2.5 years.
Yeah, like 2.5 years.
Yeah. Is it you still get that sense of loneliness, or are you kind of adjusting a little bit better now?
No, much better adjustment now.
Yeah.
How long did it take?
That first year was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You miss the boys?
Always miss the boys.
You still keep in contact with some of your guys?
Not as much as I should, so I'm falling on that, but I should hit them up. If this was my sign to hit them up, I'll do it now.
The stars of the line.
I mean, so it was like most of the people. How many people that you were in with was actually even from California?
A lot of Californians.
Yeah. What was like the one place that
Bunch of Latinos in the Marine Corps, for real.
for real?
Hell yeah.
Is there a reason for that, or that just?
They got recruited. A lot of them have their own reasons for joining. Who knows?
No, I feel that. I mean,
there's a lot of benefits that come with it, right? Like after you re-enter society, like having done your service, there's a lot of benefits that come with it that make entering society a little bit easier.
I mean, that's the other thing that they talk about, like, what you choose to do in your 20s.
Yeah.
Because it's a trial training ground, trial run for just life, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Think about shit, bro, there's so many people like actors, politicians, businessmen that you'll see that are in their 50s, 60s. You go back into their like life history and it's like, oh shit, you did 4 years in the military back when when I was 20 to 24, 22, you know what I mean? So,
even Larry David did a couple years in the military.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He got honorably discharged.
I mean,
yeah. But that's another story. That's neither here nor there.
So
but
that's
all things,
good. Honorably discharged is a good thing.
Yeah. All things considered, you think it was a good decision?
For sure.
Yeah.
Best kind of whatever options I had at the moment. Definitely the best path.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. How would you describe the Brotherhood in the Marines? And like, what makes it different than any other branch, from your opinion? I know it's loaded, but answer the question.
It's all just super biased, you know what I'm saying? But standards wise, the Marine Corps does have like physical fitness standards that are higher than the other branches. Not including like obviously like special forces, but other than that, a lot of pride in what you do, the hard work you put into, the physical fitness that you guys uphold, the standards, the look, the attitude, the training, it's everything. It's like a fucking complete change of your person.
Yeah.
In terms of like from boot camp to like your transition throughout your years, like how much you maintain that versus what they instill with you until graduation from boot camp. It's on you, but the difference, it's very physically different. The work environment is a lot more intense, you know what I'm saying? But just depends.
Let me ask about like
very dependent.
Patriotism. Like from the outside looking in, right? As a civilian who has no like direct ties to the military, all things considered, right? Like people love to talk shit about this country. People love to say what they want about this country.
First Amendment, baby.
I personally think this is the best country on earth. Like even like every country has its flaws, right? We certainly have our flaws, like in terms of society, whatever, blah blah blah, foreign affairs. All things considered, we're the best country on earth, in my opinion, and I'm proud to be an American. How patriotic were you before you joined the military versus after? And did it change at all?
I didn't really get to travel much outside the country. So when you're growing up, going, K through 12, being up to like 18, like...
You don't know anything outside of what you know.
Yeah, you're kind of in a bubble.
Exactly, yeah.
How patriotic you are. I remember growing up, after 9/11, bro, like we were saying the Pledge of Allegiance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we were out there in front of the flag, like that was a different time.
Yeah. We was in first grade in 9/11, bro.
I wasn't raised to hate my country in the slightest.
No.
So
it didn't really change before versus after.
You just understand more now versus before, but the appreciation was always there.
Yeah.
When you first got out, did you struggle with when you first got out, did you struggle with finding like an identity for yourself or finding a new purpose?
Finding a new purpose, yeah, a new fulfillment, new identity. Like you only have one identity. It's who you are. Like you're only one person. Yeah,
but the military didn't make you feel like I'm a Marine.
Yeah, it's part of who I am. Like it's what I did. But that's not everything, Like each part of me makes up whole one, and that's my singular identity, which is complex and goes down into different parts and how you break it down. But
Yeah.
Boy, that was deep.
besides that, like, no, it's just a part of me. Like, there was a period of my time where that's what I dedicated all my focus and energy to, and now it's, you know, different. I'm in school trying to handle business.
Yeah. What do people get wrong about the Marines?
Misconceptions.
What do they get wrong? It's a good question. I would need some more time to think about that, to be honest.
That's all good. If you could go back to the you were what, 17 or 18 when you went in? No, you were 18 or 19.
19.
19?
Yeah.
So if you go back to the 19-year-old you getting ready to enlist, one, what advice would you give him? Or would you just even tell him to, you know what I mean, lock in and not even go down that path?
See, I'd be overthinking questions when you ask like that.
These are deep questions, though.
You know, like,
I mean, bruh.
there's infinite possibilities if I don't choose the Marine Corps, because I could go back through every decision through high school and be
Yeah.
like, why didn't you lock in then, bro? Just get good grades.
Exactly.
Opens millions of doors, and I'd never go down the military
I feel
path.
you. You don't like dwelling on things.
But you, at this stage, gets to talk to that young you. So what would you tell that young person?
Fucking lock the fuck in. Stop being lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have good high school grades, so if I would have just not been lazy with that, like, you'd have much more doors, many more opportunities.
And you don't think you would have ended up going down the Marine Corps?
Shit, I might have. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, then what about if you could go back to that person you was on your first day at boot camp? You just got off the plane. What would be the number one advice about this journey you about to go on?
Enjoy it. I'd say probably be more humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, just enjoy it, yeah.
Fuck
Shit's
yeah.
a fucking trip. The Way of the Warrior, yeah, that shit's fucking crazy, bro.
That's nuts, bro.
Modern day fucking warriors.
Yeah. It's the closest thing you'll get to being a warrior, man. You're defending your nation, bro.
Now, within the Marine Corps, you know, there's like the infantry, which is their whole job is fucking, you know, field exercises and doing all that shit, but...
Damn, bro. Nah, I hear you, man. It's just a world that, like, you know what I mean? Like I said,
Just
and I don't know why. A different world, I always find myself comparing it to the world of pimping. Not that I'm a pimp, but, like...
Elaborate.
That's one of them worlds that a lot of people, the general public, especially if you're not from that world, you're always fantasize about what it is, the ins and outs. You know what I mean? It's just like this lure. And I feel like the Marines is...
People fantasizing about pimping? How many people?
I mean, it's just like, I mean it in the sense of like that world doesn't
Pimping
get
ain't
talked
easy,
about.
I know, but...
But it's one of those. It's a world that's not talked about enough. Like not enough, but it's just not talked about.
For pimp.
Whatever, man. I'm just saying it's one of those. Like a lot of people have a lot of questions and they think they know about it, but then it's not like that world itself. People that
Well,
are in
you
that
got
world,
questions about pimping?
whatever, bro.
When and where is the proper occasion to... Never mind. Let me stop.
I'm just saying,
Let me
bro.
stop.
Like, how many pimps do you see really going out here talking about the ins and outs of their world?
A pimp named Slickback.
Now, a pimp named
Hey,
Slickback
yo.
ain't never gave a fuck about a bitch.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
nah, I mean, you asked me to elaborate, so it's one of
Yeah.
those. It's like that's the same way how I see like the Marine Corps. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just one of those. Like if you haven't been in it, you're not gonna know it.
You don't understand.
It's like
it,
being
yeah.
a black belt in like you know what I mean, being a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
No, it's just
People
funny
can
you
talk
brought
about-
up pimping out of
I mean,
everything.
that's just
out
the
of
one-
everything.
Yeah, that-
Why is that on your mind
That's
out
why
of
I asked you to
everything?
elaborate. Go like military pimping.
What's your inclination towards pimping?
I get it though. I get what you're trying to say for real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like nobody knows anything about either world, and
Can you explain those scars on the back of your hand?
there's preconceived notions.
Why do you usually wear 8 rings on both hands?
But yeah, man, I don't know, man. But
So what are you working on now?
pimping.
After post military.
Post-military.
Outside
Trying to
of
get
pimping.
this bachelor's and get a master's degree. Hopefully, you know, be a physician's assistant. That's the goal so far.
Lord willing.
Lord willing.
What's up, man?
Hell yeah, bro. Well, shit, bro. I appreciate you coming
Hey,
on.
thank you for your service, brother.
Thank you.
And appreciate you for finally coming on.
Like, it took you long enough.
Yeah, this was a long time coming, bro. Like,
One should be hesitant to talk too much.
Yeah.
I mean, facts, bro. But
You know, once we get on here, we just get the yapping, bro.
You
But
feel me?
that's what a podcast is for, man.
kind of just let it be known, and you know what I mean, bro.
Well,
You probably-
in this fucking scene, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, if you exported it out and did some what if, and you're on some fucking, you know, actual Hollywood bullshit kind of interview like that, where they really setting traps for you, you pulling up to these major news networks where they're trying to get a gotcha.
Yeah.
You should be on guard. You shouldn't talk too much.
It should take you a minute to respond to certain questions.
Yeah, I mean,
Never be
and
afraid to be like, let me think.
Yeah.
And then also on top of that, like, you know, we not about to put you. in
But
a
that's
bad
what I
light.
said. I said
Yeah.
what if.
But yeah,
No, I mean, I salute anybody, like any guest that we have on here that takes time to think about the response instead of actually just blurting out a response just to give you a response and just give you bullshit.
yeah.
Off camera, I do that all the time,
Exactly.
but not on camera.
I'm an expert bullshitter, so I would know. Like, I can spot a bullshit. You can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Well, man, shit. It's a 2 Coin podcast, bro. I'm happy we was able to get it done. Got
Next
you.
episode will probably be from Seattle. Shout out to my 206 folks.
It not.
There's not many of
might,
y'all.
It will happen from Seattle.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. But good to see you again. It's
Yes,
been what,
sir.
like 4 or 5 months.
Every podcast is like a reunion now, bro.
It is, bro. Shout out to the network, bro. Be in tune.
Shout out to all the 2 Coin homies.
man, bro. It's a lot. But
We love y'all.
Yeah, man. With that, it's your boy Ronnie.
And I'm your brother Waleed, and we are signing out.
Yeah.
Yee.